Yo, people, what's going on? It's Ego Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Please do let me know what you guys are saying in the comment section. We got a big panel show for you guys today. We're going to be talking about the upcoming Premier League games. We're going to be talking about recapping the previous Champions League fixtures that we just witnessed. But before we go any further, I need to tell you guys a little bit about the promo code below me. As you can see here, we got the channel sponsor today, OK Jerseys. Yes, OK Jerseys. Go check out OK Jerseys website, okjersey.com, to get yourself the best replica jerseys for the cheap price of less than £25. You can get whatever retro kit you like or current kit you like for less than £25. Check it out. I'm going to be getting a bunch of upcoming World Cup kits, in addition to the fact that I got some old school Arsenal kits from there myself. And for this month alone, at this moment in time, you got 8% off. Use the code EGA. Use the code EGA. Get the 8% off discount. And of course, that will help you guys out massively. In the meanwhile, and of course, it will help out the channel massively. It's been one of my favorite channel sponsors. They don't mess around, and they definitely do deliver on the discounts for everybody. So yeah, check them out. We got a great panel for you. We got Ahmed in the building. He's going to be facing Spurs. We got Ram in the building. What's going on? Can you guys see me? We got Ram in the building. He's gonna be facing Manchester City. We got Vader in the building, Manchester City fan. We got Prime in the building, Chelsea fan, who's gonna have to talk about Karabag. And we got Jay in the house facing Manchester United. He's always ready to dunk on Man United. So it's gonna be a good show. Before we go any further, I just want to speak quickly about the Ronaldo stuff. Have you guys been seeing the Ronaldo quotes?
Yeah.
Very bizarre quote where he basically came out and said he doesn't want to, something around a World Cup and it not being a dream of his to win the World Cup. Surely he's being hyperbolic, don't you guys think?
Bro, listen, let's be honest, yeah. I'm a United fan and I love Ronaldo. He's going out sad. He's actually going out sad, and it's embarrassing, right? Because what he's basically what he's trying to say, right, is because it's not achievable, he's not going to care about it anymore. But prior to that, when he was in Piers Morgan's interview before, he said his dream is to have the most golden balls, the most Ballon d'Ors, and win a World Cup. That's his. That was in 2022. So the reason why it has changed is because Messi has won the World Cup. I don't understand why he has to always come out and just bolster about what he's done and he's better than Messi. He's trying to force this thing like, oh, he wants to change the narrative. Everyone's with a pair of eyes will know that Messi will always be better. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm saying it as a United fan. So what Ronaldo's doing, talking about World Cup this, when he literally was crying when he got beaten by Morocco, he also celebrated the Nations League, which is pretty much a friendly trophy, if we're being honest. So he's actually just lying to himself. It's a type of coping mechanism, in it, because he views Messi as a rival. He's been battling it against him for the longest, and what Messi has is what he wants. So that's why his 1,000 goals target is practically his World Cup. That's how he'll spin it.
I think you're just reading too much into it.
Do you know what I mean? Like, man's proper projecting.
Like, you're being. I think you're just being. People are so weird when it comes to Ronaldo. He once had a dream of winning the World Cup.
Can you tell me what
it's probably just not his dream anymore. It is what it is.
Bro,
yeah.
Bro, at the end of the day,
it's not a flip flop. He had a dream of winning the World Cup.
Yeah,
it's not a dream anymore. Who cares?
Why is it not a dream anymore?
Well, look, at my dream at 21 was not my dream at 30. Which isn't my dream as I get older in life. You're allowed to change your perspective on what constitutes accomplishments for you as you move on. He doesn't have to live his life through your lens. If anything, it's just your perception of the situation. Do I think Ronaldo, when he was younger, felt everything that you're saying? 100%. Without question. But as he gets older, who says he hasn't mellowed?
He said his dream was his dream.
Yes, it was his. Yeah, it was
literally during United's Ten Hag era.
So it was his dream. So if you get to a point now where you look at it and you think,
back then when he was at United, he still thought he had a bit more left in the tank. He's realized. He's come to the realization. But he doesn't. He's come to the realization.
He just said that.
Hold on, but you're the same guy. Nah, but you're the same guy that if he said,
well, to be fair, he could score more goals in the Prem, but he
Hold
also
on one sec, hold
realizes that like
He's like,
I
can you
can't
stand
win
on
the
here with the
World
people? I'm just saying, yeah, that if you look at what Ronaldo's saying now, and you're gonna say, well, this is how he thinks now. That's fine how he thinks now. Because if he was gonna turn around and say, I'm gonna be top scorer, you'd be the first guy calling him deluded.
Exactly.
What's top goal scorer got to do with
If Ronaldo said that, we're gonna win the World Cup next year, Portugal are winning the World Cup next year. I'm gonna
Yeah,
guide
but
them
now
to
you're
World
just
Cup.
now
People
you're
would
just
be
saying
that
what
he's
ifs.
like being delusional and that he should give up on the dream. He's accepted the dream
There's
of
nothing wrong
I'm
with
not gonna
saying
win the
I
World
want to win the
Cup.
World Cup. Listen. There's nothing
No,
wrong with
I
saying
disagree. I don't think it's delusional that he says one of the most strongest teams in Europe can actually go and win a World Cup.
He's accepted he's not gonna win it, bro. It's fine, and he's accepted it. It's fine. It is what it is. I don't know why
he accepted himself that he won't win it. He accepted himself.
Yeah, he's not going to win the World Cup. One, because he's not good enough anymore, and secondly, the team is not good anymore. So
exactly.
Again,
so he's accepted.
So what's your fucking point then? So what's your point?
it.
If you just said that his team isn't good enough to win the World Cup,
but that's not no. But
why must he dream of winning the World Cup?
The thing is, Ronaldo himself doesn't believe that he's not good anymore.
You don't know what he believes, bro.
Okay, that's fine.
The guy literally said it in an interview.
Bro, you don't know, bro.
No, but that's fine. That's fine. Even if he does believe he's good, whatever, who cares? He's accepted that he's not going to win the World Cup. He's not winning this World Cup. He's accepted it.
So it's okay to flip flop, isn't it?
How is that flip flopping? How is that flip flopping?
He's a flip flop.
How is that flip
flopping?
How's it
flip right? So if new information comes to light,
new information.
No, but explain how that's flip flopping though. How is
it's
it?
flip flopping because when it comes to the World Cup, it's the most prestigious trophy, and it's massive, and it happens in every 4 years, right? It doesn't come around often. So when it does happen, and when the players do come and actually play together, they're like, you know what? We're going to put our all into this because it's not like the Premier League. It's not like the Champions League. It's not like any other competition, right?
Yes.
There's a reason why when Messi won the Ballon d'Or, it was due to how amazing he was in the World Cup. So saying that the World Cup is not your dream anymore, he is lying to himself. He's lying because he said he was big in, he literally said, I've already won 2 titles with Portugal, the Nations League and the Euros. So you're telling me that you've won 2 titles, which are less titles than the World Cup. Your dream is not to win the World Cup anymore. What?
His dream was always to win something with Portugal because Portugal are not a big football nation. Pre-Ronaldo, they weren't a big football nation. So the fact that they weren't. Let's be real. Come on, bro.
I mean, Luis Figo would say otherwise.
But Figo's a great. Who cares? They're not a big football nation, bro. Let's not do this.
Historically, it's the other way.
Are they Italy? Are they Italy?
Hold on,
historically they'll say otherwise. They're not the same size as Italy, Germany. Those are giants.
We're going on about like they've got like a crap team.
They're not that big of a football nation. But regardless, his dream probably was to win the one day. But what he has done with Portugal is he's brought them 2 international titles, something that they didn't have prior to.
3.
Are we really going to be the Nations then? Really?
2 nations.
It's an international title. Who cares?
One thing.
It's one nation, Euros. Not 2. It's one.
No, he has 2 Nations Leagues.
Oh, 2. Okay, so he has 3 international titles with them. He's accepted. Okay, fine. I'm not, bro. He knows he only has 1. The next World Cup is his last one, and realistically, Portugal won't win it. So he's accepted that, bro. Like, people need to realize in life, you may not achieve all of your dreams, and sometimes that's okay.
He's accepted that he doesn't have as much impact over the game.
Hold on, people are being weird.
Hold on, but I'm just saying, I don't even like. To me, it's just like, why can't it just not be his dream anymore? Like, as in, like, it's just like
you guys are babying Ronaldo.
But the thing is, he's won a title with Portugal. Yeah, it's not like he's never won it. The Euros is a big title still. Yeah, so he's won a big title with Portugal. Yeah, so I'm just saying, saying from Ronaldo's point of view, it's okay. Like, I don't. If he says it's no longer my dream,
Prime Vader, are you guys gonna be able to come on camera?
So he's won a Euros.
Yeah, 1 sec.
He's won a Euros, which is he's very proud of it, rightfully so. By the way, I love Ronaldo, but people need to.
It sounds like it.
No. But the thing is, just because he played for my club and he's one of the biggest reasons.
But you're not being fair though. What you're
No, I am being fair.
Your opinion
Because his
of what
behaviour.
you
All right, guys.
Wait,
we do have to move on.
all he said is he's
His
not my dream
behaviour is
anymore.
strange.
And no, because you're Sigmund Freuding something where he just said it's not my dream anymore to win the World Cup. Calm. I wouldn't even stop on that comment. I'd be like, okay, cool. Man's just moved on. Cool, no problem. You're
saying.
like, oh, he's this, he's that.
So he said. He also said.
No, but he
he said he wants.
self-reflected because look, bro, Ahmed, it's everyone's dream. If you're a football fan, it's everyone's dream to win the World Cup, right? But let's be honest, most of us will come from football nations where realistically we can't win a World Cup. But if we're able to win, like Ahmed, where are you from?
Manchester, bro.
No, like what's your heritage?
Oh, I'm Libyan, North African.
Okay, so imagine you were a footballer. You realistically, Libya won't win the World Cup, but if you could win
Libya
AFCON,
don't even have pictures on SofaScore.
Exactly. So if you could win AFCON, bro, that's
yeah,
enough.
but comparing Libya in AFCON in comparison to Portugal in
All
Europe,
right, guys.
bro, like,
I'm making the point of you've won an international.
Please. This was supposed to be a small segment. Let's not take up the whole hour. Let's move on. And I would like to take a second to appreciate some of the things that happened in the Champions League. And I'm just going to mention some of the things, and you guys can touch on whatever you want to touch on. But there was a lot that happened this week in the Champions League. There was some great performances from some players. I know if Vader is there in the background, he's going to want to talk about his boy Phil Foden shushing some of the people. I felt like he was looking at me when he was trying to shush right there. And when it comes to your team, Jay, Van de Ven imitating Son with that beautiful run from the back all the way to the front. What a goal that was. And that kind of opened up the floodgates, literally. And then you guys ended up scoring a couple goals in a row. Game was done and buried quickly, even though you're down to 10 men. Chelsea drew to carry a bag. Kind of embarrassing. Chelsea drawing to carry a bag. Outside of their handful of players that are star players, the rest of the team is quite average. And then when it comes to Arsenal, keep a clean sheet. We win again away from home, get ourselves a 2-0 victory. And we were just chilling. Sorry, 3-0 victory. We were just chilling. The reason why I said two goals was because Moreno scored 2 goals as our 4th choice striker. Getting one of the players who got Champions League Team of the Week also. Then you go to the Newcastle game. I was surprised. Did you guys see Dan Burns' goal? I've never seen a header get finessed into the back of the net like that. He curved the header. The header got curved into the net. It looked like it was off. Mad thing. Absolutely mad thing. And then, so I've mentioned Tottenham, mentioned Chelsea, mentioned everybody here, Newcastle. Who am I missing? Oh, Liverpool. Liverpool beat Real Madrid.
The biggest match of the whole thing, man. It was the biggest match out of everybody.
Liverpool beat Real Madrid 1-0, and surprisingly, you guys really peppered them. You guys dominated them.
Surprisingly,
yeah, because off the back of their poor run, you wouldn't have thought they would have over Real Madrid. It was a 1-0 game, but it really could have been 2-3.
We dominated them.
Yeah, they
Start
did.
to finish.
Utterly dominated them. And it's no surprise that a lot of your new signings, like Kirkes, Frimpong, were not involved. Those guys.
Frimpong's injured.
It's no surprise.
No surprise.
That's a surprise,
really,
no?
No surprise with Kirkes. He's been shocking. Robertson might have to play a lot of left back this season.
And he's still good enough to play. He's good. Like I said at the start of the season, he's good enough to start for half the teams in the Premier League. People forget how good a guy he is. He had a poor season last season. But a Robertson that is rotated, taken care of and managed his minutes, he's still a quality left back. But people like to forget things.
Hey, you guys can't make fun of Arsenal for 1 week because you're set piece FC in the Champions League. Don't forget that.
I mean, if he had Courtois in goal, I think he's a buy. I mean, that 1v1 he did, that was... Yeah. There's a reason why whenever you bring up Raya in the best goalkeeper debates, calma is literally between Alisson and Courtois. Because
Alisson
Alisson
hasn't
does
played
stuff
a
like
lot
that.
of football, so I wouldn't be talking about him
But
right now.
you said this last season, and PSG came to Paris and stopped Paris from scoring a goal in their own gaff. It was literally down to him. Only Courtois and Alisson have the quality to do that stuff again, do those kind of
There's a
stuff.
guy at City.
Manuel Neuer used
There's
to
a
do
guy.
that.
There's a guy in Manchester. I would say would
Donnarumma.
disagree.
Donnarumma, yeah, but Donnarumma's. I'm talking about guys.
Yeah,
that's
we
been
don't
doing it
need to prop
consistently
him
for
up. It's all
6
good.
years. Consistently doing it for 6 years. Donnarumma's only just come to the party.
Donnarumma's not just come to the party. He's been around for a long time, bro. Let's not do
He's been talked about for a long time.
Let
He's
Jay.
talked
let
Guys,
about
it's
Jay
okay.
pick up-
Let Liverpool
Let-
have the
been
best
around.
keeper. It's all
Let
good.
Jay pick up his wonder goal. Jay, what
If
you
you
saying? What
actually
you think of
watch
wonder goal?
him, he's been
I
in
do
the
watch
party,
him.
but
He's
never.
been doing it for a long time. He's the reason why England don't have a Euros.
Guys,
I
guys,
think
we
That's
don't have to
one
argue.
tournament. Did
We
you
don't
even
have to
look at?
argue
Did you?
every little
Is that
point.
why AC Milan fans are happy that he left and they got Mike?
That
Hold
was
on,
the
we don't have to
history.
argue every
And
point.
AC Milan,
Let's get
yeah,
it.
but AC Milan, what like Donnarumma's better than
We
Magnon.
got a lot to talk about
Donnarumma's
today,
better
guys.
than Magnon.
Jay, what you saying about your wonder goal from Van de Ven?
It's good. It's good. I mean, Son having scored a very similar goal. It kind of like obviously it was exciting, but I literally have seen an identical goal to that scored by a player. But it's good because I was saying like when Son started like maybe like 2018, 19, I was like, this guy's the face of the franchise. He's the face of the team. Like. It's like the face of the team won't always be the best player, but they'll be the face of the team, like almost like the moral compassy thing. And a few weeks ago, I was like, yeah, I think Van de Ven's my favorite player at Spurs now. Like he's my favorite player. So I think he's now the new face of the franchise. 6 goals this season. He's actually an insane finisher. He's actually an insane, like a lot of his goals with his feet are absolutely banging finishes. So yeah, good win. It's only Copenhagen, so can't be too excited. But team played well. It was an enjoyable performance, probably our most enjoyable performance of the season. United this weekend, same old, innit? Let's book
play a little handball.
Five time, bro. Let's see. I mean, the thing is that like regardless of whatever I think of the game, assessing United, yeah, we beat them 4 times in 1 year.
We're gonna talk about United, Jay. Don't jump the gun.
I'm saying that, yeah. So obviously, great win, happy with everything, lots of goals, roll on the weekend.
Fair. Vader, come forward. We need to talk about your boy.
Who?
Where is
Who?
he?
Early.
Phil Foden has one good game. I'm already hearing people saying he's undroppable for England.
Oh, he's gone. He just dropped. He just dropped.
You see,
Foden's been good this season. To be fair to him,
He's been okay.
Some
He's
of
not
the-
been at the
some of the-
same level, but he's been good.
I think Foden's objectively played well all season.
Did you see what they were doing on Sky Sports this morning off the back of his performance yesterday? They're already talking about England, saying, "Oh, he has to start for England."
He's not
Blah, blah,
starting.
blah, blah. They're doing
There's a lot of good number 10s. So
You're surprised that
English.
You're surprised that English media are going to gas up English players.
No, it's not even just that. It's like Palmer 10, Rodgers 10, Bellingham 10. It's not even that he's not.
Whenever an English player has a little bit of form, they get gassed up. I don't know why.
No, it's not the same.
With all due respect,
with all due respect, Rashford's been good for a couple of weeks now.
With all due respect, Foden is a player of the year in the last 2 years. So you need to actually put a lot more. Like you got to put a lot more respect on Foden's name. To be fair, player of the year. Like that's not. That's not
Foden.
That's
We're
not
falling in. I'm sorry. If he doesn't fit the system, he's not playing.
And that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is like,
you have to be comfort.
There's going to be some big names dropped for that World Cup squad.
Yo, is my audio good or am I kind of choppy? Because I'm actually on the road right now.
When are you going to be back in the studio, bro?
In like 5 minutes. But did I just hear Ram say if he's not part of the system, he doesn't play? Is that what I just heard?
If he can't play the system, he don't play. I'm sorry. If he can't play the system, he don't play. And he hasn't shown anything that he can play the system.
You're talking about Foden? Are we still talking about Foden?
Yeah, I'm talking about Foden. Talk about Foden.
So Foden, who's played left wing, right wing, or are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about him for England. All right. Let me fall back. I don't need to respond to that.
There's going to be a lot of big names for England not being picked.
That's fair.
Bellingham's not going. Trent, I don't know if he's gonna go either.
Yeah, I don't think
That's a
he's
good
going.
thing. That's a good
Why is
thing.
Bellingham not going?
Because he doesn't fit what Tuchel wants to do.
Nah, but you
What
still
do you
need to have
mean?
someone like that
Where?
within the squad.
Well, no,
Yeah,
Bellingham's
well done.
obvious.
Well done.
Bro, listen. Bro,
There's a big chance Tuchel doesn't pick him.
Bro, obviously, but there's no chance Tuchel doesn't pick him because the thing is like, because one,
He's like one of the
Bellingham-
faces of England.
Bro, Bellingham can
Guys,
if you think I'm ever picking Morgan Rogers over Bellingham, you're daft. Yeah.
Yeah, well
So-
done. But there's a reason why you're not the manager and he is. If Tuchel wants to,
everyone, bro, what you saying
people-
doesn't make any
people-
sense.
people-
Bellingham was a key.
I'm not even finished speaking.
Hold on. Bellingham was a key part. The points you're making don't make sense. Bellingham was a key part of a team that made the final. England haven't done anything under Tuchel.
he was
yet.
one of the worst players in the
And
tournament.
Bellingham was a big reason why England didn't win anything.
Oh, okay. So hold on. Who scored the overhead kick in the last minute when England were going out?
And he had a
And they
stinker.
didn't win
that week as
anything.
well.
I didn't win anything.
What do you mean? What? So Bellingham's the reason
win
why,
anything.
bro. You're doing results based analysis. Yeah.
I'm not
You're
doing
doing
Losing to Spain. Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on. Listen. Bellingham is a starter for one of the biggest clubs in the world. Yeah. He
Well
was
done.
England's player of the year in one of the last 2 years. I don't know which one it was, but he was voted England's player of the year. Yeah. Whether or not he had bad tournament or whatever, he's obviously still a high quality member of the team. He's a better player than Morgan Rogers. That's unquestionable. That's not even a debate. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're gonna say the system suits Rogers better than Bellingham, that's also not true. Yeah.
Okay, Jake,
So
can I
Also,
just come to you?
wait, no, I want to finish what I was saying. All of that
Oh.
you're saying is all great, but people love the fact that they brought in Tuchel. It's a parent world-class manager. People need to realize for managers.
You talking to England?
I'm not. That's
Bro,
fine.
I'm an England fan. I don't love the fact we have two.
I let you speak. Let me.
Yeah, but you're saying falsehoods.
I let you speak.
As in,
I let you
have you
speak.
spoken to? I'll let you
I let
speak,
you
but don't say like stuff like England fans are happy about England fans are whatever about Tuchel.
That's fine.
There's
Okay,
no way.
that's great. Tuchel's here, your manager. He's gonna pick the squad that best suits what he's trying to do. And that if that means dropping certain big players, which people have been talking about England should do for years, that they shouldn't just pick players based on names, they pick a squad. He's gonna do that. Now, regardless, England aren't gonna win the World Cup anyway, whether Bellingham's there or not. I don't see England winning the World Cup regardless. I don't trust England players to actually get over the line.
That's like saying you don't trust Arsenal to get over the line.
I
don't.
yeah, but I don't trust. I don't. But I don't.
Eventually, the quality is just good enough.
No, but for England and Arsenal, it's two different reasons.
But it's not. We're not.
I think
Arsenal.
Arsenal's quality is good enough to win majors. Because I've been saying that for 2 years. I don't trust your manager. For England have a mentality problem. I don't trust their players.
We're not asking Bellingham to get dropped from the squad. We're asking him to get dropped from the team, as in the starting 11.
But Tuchel,
there's a very different thing. It's two very different things. If you don't take Bellingham on that plane, you are missing out on one of the best.
We're not missing out on anything. I'll be real.
Do you?
How are we not missing out on anything?
Ram,
Let's be honest. This is the. Hang on. Jay, let me land. This is the only English player that plays for the biggest club in the world. This is the only English player that plays for the biggest club in the world and knows what the pressures are like of winning the major tournaments.
How many England squads have Bellingham made under Tuchel?
He's been injured.
Injured for all of them.
If you're gonna call
for all of them, for all of them,
he's been injured during the last two international breaks.
He's been injured for all of them.
The
Last time I checked,
the last one, Tuchel said he wasn't
playing. The thing is, the last one, Tuchel said he couldn't play him. So if he's not going to play him, then I
wait. So we've all watched the Euros, yeah. We've all watched the Euros with our. Hold on. Listen to this, right? Jay said that he scored in the last minute, or he scored goals. Who scored right? If you're gonna base,
by the way, it's Prime. He's picked for this England squad, the one in November.
He's in this one.
He's in this one.
So he's only been in one squad then.
The last time he
we just
played for England was the World Cup qualifiers versus Latvia, and where they won 5-0, and he wasn't even a starter. He came off the bench. No, he wasn't even on the bench.
He's not. Like, I swear he's only been available for the last squad.
Yeah, he hasn't even
Right,
played.
Okay, regardless if he's not played, we've all watched the Euros. Anyone who's watched Bellingham throughout 90 minutes, game
Bro,
in,
stop
game
it,
out.
bro.
Yeah.
Stop
Wait,
it.
listen. Let me
Here we
finish.
go.
Bro,
Here
he's a
we
starter for every team in the world.
Let
He's
me
a
finish.
starter
Here we go.
for
Let me
every
finish.
team in
Let
the
me
world.
finish.
What
Let
you're
me
saying
finish.
is
What's going on,
dumb.
Let me finish.
We moved on to Jude Bellingham.
Wait, Igal, I just want to make my point here because Jay is overrating Bellingham.
played
to the
played
No,
an
I'm not, bro.
He is.
I'm
Let me
not.
finish.
Egal, Jude played an
Name
our
a
game.
team-
He played an our
Name
game.
a
Just letting you
team
know.
that
he
Bellingham
played.
doesn't start.
He
for.
doesn't start for
One
Barca or
team.
PSG.
One
He
Nah,
team
he
in the
was, he was
world
actually
that
their best
Barca
Bellingham
and
player.
doesn't
PSG
start
and
for.
Well, it
Liverpool.
doesn't say a lot, but he was
He
their
doesn't
best
start for Barca, PSG, or Liverpool. Anyway, right? Okay, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Oh, he starts for Liverpool. Don't
He doesn't.
get
He's not better than
twisted.
Gravenberch, and he's
Oh,
not
he
better
definitely
than
starts for Liverpool.
He does
No, he
start for
doesn't.
Liverpool.
He starts for
He does start
PSG.
for
If
Liverpool.
you think Fabian Ruiz
He's
is
better
starting
than
over
him.
Bellingham,
He's
you're
better than
fucking
him.
mad. You're
He's better than
fucking
him.
mad.
No,
He's
but I
better
think
than
I think I think
Ruiz
Lewis
is benching Jude
Lewis and Enrique
Fabio
Lewis
Ruiz
and
is better
Enrique were
than
fit in the
Wallahi,
squad.
this is amazing.
Wait,
Bro,
wait,
guys,
Saying
Egal,
dumb
I
shit.
love this
Bellingham
conversation.
starts for every team in the world.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Jay, yeah, I've
Bro,
actually
we've been going for 6
Jay,
minutes.
listen, all respect, yeah. When Jay hears a difference in whoever
It's
disagrees
not
with him, he just
different, bro.
calls it dumb. I have watched. Listen. Let me finish. I've
Bro, you
watched.
just said he doesn't start for Liverpool. Your point is
He
done.
doesn't start for Liverpool.
That is
He's not even a
void,
slot.
because that's a stupid point.
Okay.
You
First
think
of all,
he
he's
doesn't start
not
over Alexis McAllister. It's
Bro.
stupid, bro. What you're
No,
saying
it's
is
not
stupid.
He doesn't
Bro,
start for
it's
Liverpool.
fucking stupid. It's
It's not
actually,
stupid.
it pains me
It's
to
not
hear
stupid.
it because there's no way Alexis
All right,
McAllister.
one
No, no,
second.
Egal, I need
There's
to finish
only
this
one
point.
way. There's
Egal, I
only
need to
one
finish this
way
point.
to answer this question.
Egal,
And
before
how
you
many
go, I
people
need to
in this
finish this
panel?
point,
One
bro.
second. How many people in this panel believe Jude Bellingham will not only be in the England squad, but most likely will be a starter? I believe he'll be a starter.
Depends on injuries, but he'll start.
Vader,
If Palmer's
unbiased
fit, then he
opinion. What are you
doesn't
saying? Break this
Yeah,
down.
I think Jude does start. I think, yeah,
Palmer's fit.
he's performed too well for the country. I think he's going to be continued.
So it's
He
only
wasn't
really
good in
Prime and
Euros.
Ahmed. It's only really Prime and Ahmed who think differently in this
Bro,
situation.
no, but
But
Egal,
we'll leave it. We've spent a lot of time on it. I might even have to clip this up, repost it, because I haven't seen Jay this animated.
Egal,
Bro,
bro,
it's so
Egal,
stupid.
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Forget
Egal,
the
just-
Jude
So,
Bellingham.
wrap it up. Go ahead.
It'll
Play
take
for
2
every
minutes.
team in the world. It's so bad.
I judge players on how well they perform throughout the whole 90, right? I don't judge
Right,
players
okay.
based. Okay, I don't judge players based off if they stink it out for 80 minutes and then they get an assist. Oh my god, man of the match.
Okay.
In Bellinham's performance,
Who at the World Cup was better? Who's better than Jude?
I'm gonna name you the place. I'm gonna name you the place. Kobe Mainoo outperformed him in the Euros, and that's a fact.
No, he
was a better.
didn't.
Yes,
Oh,
he did.
bro,
Kobe
did he
Mainoo
fuck,
outperformed him.
bro?
Guehi outperformed him, and Cole Palmer outperformed him. There's been many
Palmer
players that
barely
have
played,
outperformed him.
bro. Don't do
Bro,
this. You're
regardless
going
whether
over
he's
the
not
top.
played.
All right, guys. We're gonna
Simple.
get caught into traps, and we're gonna keep staying in those traps. We need to move on. There's 2 games that are being played against
Can I
teams.
ask a question to Vader for a sec? Sorry.
All right, go ahead.
Vader, you said something about Bellingham's done too much for the country, so he has to go, right?
No, I said Bellingham's played well for the country, so I can see him starting.
What if the manager doesn't want to start him or even bring him? What
Well,
then?
then it's the manager's choice. But I think
But
we've
there's no
seen enough
evidence
from
that.
Jude to be like, I get why he would play for the country.
For club and country.
Fair enough.
It's PR.
All right, let's move on. There's 2 games that we need to discuss: the Arsenal game versus Sunderland, and the Chelsea game versus Wolves. And I think those games are going to be not spend too much time on them. We're going to spend majority of our time on the Liverpool, City, and Manchester United Spurs game. So first, Chelsea just drew against Karabag, and in my opinion, that's as good as a loss almost. They're a much better team. They're expected to beat them. The question I have to Prime is, how did you draw to Karabag? Because I didn't really watch the game. I need to know what happened. And number 2, do you have 100% confidence your team will go and perform versus Wolves this weekend? And is there rotation risks versus bottom of the league Wolves?
Is there a what risk? What's the
Do
last
you worry whenever your team makes rotations? Is it a risk to make rotations at Chelsea?
I think in terms of quality, not necessarily. these guys, when we play quote unquote lesser opposition, these guys seem to drop in mentality. And then we play down to the level of supposed lesser opposition, which is annoying because I see what we're like when we play the bigger sides. And we seem to be fine. And that's why, because people love to make jokes, oh, we're champions of the world, you can't beat Carrier-back. And that consistency is why we're not challenging for a league title. We don't have that consistency. We also don't have quality in certain positions as well. Defensively, like our best center back is Colwell, he's out injured. Our next best center back is Achingpong, and he's 19. We don't have a good goalkeeper, so that part of the spine is.
Are you saying Chelsea's squad depth has been overrated slightly?
Slightly.
By Chelsea fans, yeah, but Chelsea fans always will overrate squad depth. Chelsea fans have been overrating our squad depth since like 2017 after we won the league. So.
And you have no concerns versus Wolves? What are you saying?
I mean, they've got a new manager, so yeah, the potential of a manager bounce and stuff.
And it's an 8 p.m. game. We have seen some crazy things happen in those 8 p.m. games.
What happened to Club World Cup Chelsea?
We can't say no.
Prime,
Let's not do this.
I
wouldn't even say Wolves are
yet.
going to be a tough game. Don't do this. Prime.
Wolves gave Spurs a tough game.
Prime. I don't think Wolves have got a manager yet.
Well,
haven't found
yeah,
him.
okay, but I don't know. Well, we should beat them, but I don't know. We'll see. I hope we do, because losing to them and the way the fan base is talking, it's going to be a long international break.
Not only do I think Chelsea's going to win, I think Chelsea's going to keep a clean sheet and win like at least 2-0.
Clean sheet is crazy.
You know what? I hear it when Prime's talking,
I hope
right?
we do win. Clean sheet is crazy.
Oh, really fair.
You guys have kept a lot of clean sheets this season. I don't think people are realizing Chelsea's kept a lot of clean sheets this season. I was looking at the clean sheet stats earlier. Obviously, Arsenal's first, so that's why I was looking at it. But outside of Arsenal, Chelsea's sneaky. They're really up there.
Yeah, you know what? But I hear Prime when he says, you know what? Because Chelsea right now are like Ahmed and Ram, right? In terms of the panel. They're the young ones. There's some immaturity there. There's some experience that needs to be gained, right? So for them to drop, relax. Are you not one of the youngers?
I'll be real. Vader, you're wrong.
So cheeky,
the worst part about Chelsea.
I just came back on to say I wholeheartedly agree.
Thank you, Jay.
What the hell, Jay?
What a great point. Continue. Sorry.
No, he's just saying you haven't been around for a while.
No, but Vader, you're wrong. The worst parts about Chelsea is not the young players. The young players are the best part about Chelsea. The worst part about Chelsea is these old guys, Tosin, Sanchez.
You think the old players are the reason for the drop versus?
No. I mean in general.
The point I was trying to make, because when you brought up the point where Chelsea kind of tend to play to the level of lesser competition, I think that's an immature thing. That's an inexperienced type thing. You know what I mean?
When you look at most of the goals we've conceded this season, they've been because of Tosin, Chalobah, and Sanchez. These guys are 27, 26 years old.
Yeah, but again, Prime, it's not about who's at fault for the goal. It's how you play against lesser competition. The majority of your team are youthful. You're a youthful team. So this inconsistency, this playing to the competition, that does bold. You do see that more consistently with a younger, less experienced squad. That's the point I'm making.
You're right. I hear that. However, our experienced players are supposed to guide us through, and they're not doing that. That's why I say.
And that's what myself, Jay, Egal, that's what we try to do. Prime, that's what we try to do on this panel as well.
I can accept the mistakes from happening.
Relax, Ram. Relax.
I can accept. Hey, to be fair to Ram, he's been doing this YouTube thing longer than you, Vader. So he's the experiencer.
Doing it for a long time is very different than being on this earth for a long time. But I hear what you're saying.
Regardless,
he's talking about being a young person.
Like the mistake from Hato that he made for the goal and stuff, I can accept that because you're young. I'm not accepting Tosin making continuous mistakes. I'm not going to accept.
What about man's like Garnacho? What do you think about Garnacho? Because I see your fan base already giving up on him.
Garnacho, I don't like that he's here. I don't like that we bought him, but we're going to flip him to Arsenal in the summer or two. So
but hold on, why do you
not necessarily? That's not the model.
There isn't not necessarily. We always sell to you guys.
But why do you not like him? I want to know
why
you don't like him.
He's not good.
Is
Well, who
Madueke
scored?
better?
It is the
It's
same.
Madueke
This is
better
the
than who?
same. You see this guy right here.
Garnacho and
This
Gittin.
is the same guy. This is the same guy. that
Madueke
hated on
better
him.
than Madueke better than Garnacho. Sure.
Madueke and Garnacho is like dumb and dumber.
But
bro.
Igal,
You get-
Igal, I don't know what you're trying to do here. You're the same guy that crashed out when you signed Madueke.
Exactly.
my
Money
point
goddamn
is,
Madueke is what
That-
you
that's
said.
I'm
video
just
evidence.
asking you.
They
I'm
protested
asking you. Do you
again.
think you
He was emotional.
improved, or
Oh,
do you think
you know
those
their fan
signings going to
base-
set you back?
Oh, we have barring Garnacho, we have better winger sets, yes. That we did last year, yeah. Because
Yeah, name the
Sancho,
wingers.
because Sancho wasn't good and Madueke wasn't good. So
Hey, you've only improved in Esteval, I would say.
Do you want to know what?
Gittins is better.
Getting them better than who?
Well, who we played on the left last year was Sancho and
Gittins is
Madueke.
trash, bro. I'll be real. He's trash.
Anyway,
Okay, yeah, but there's better than those two.
Guys, Prime is doing the humble thing. He thinks he's going to drop points to
No,
I'll be
he's
real.
not.
How am I doing? How am I
No,
doing the humble thing?
Egal.
How am I doing the humble thing?
We've had messages from Prime. He's talked about this Chelsea. He just doesn't rate this Chelsea squad. He just doesn't.
So what's your score prediction versus
It's not
Wolves?
even
That's
the, it's
what
not
I
even
wanna
the
know.
squad. It's not just the squad per se. It's the defense. I just don't rate.
Okay, what's your score prediction versus Wolves? By the way, you've kept 4 clean sheets this
2-1.
season. That is
2-1.
quite impressive. That's the same as Tottenham, who have a really good defense.
Or-
That's the same as Crystal Palace, who have really good defense. That's the same as Bournemouth, who have really good defense. That's one. What do you call it? That's one less than Donnarumma's City since Donnarumma's joined. So honestly, it's not that bad.
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily confident though, but like 2-1. I'm sure.
In the respective time, I'm gonna let's focus on the big games, and then we'll come back to Arsenal Sunderland at the end if anybody wants to speak about it. Let's get into the first game. Should we start with City Liverpool, guys? Big game, or does anybody have to go?
Where is this now coming from?
Oh, it's
I
coming
mean,
from.
we could crescendo with. We could start with Spurs United and finish with Liverpool City.
All right, let's start with Spurs United.
Let's talk about how United are going to beat Spurs 3-0.
By the way, I've just
You
looked at
just
the
believe that?
record between you two teams. Is it me or Spurs have Man United's number like crazy?
Yeah, they beat us 4 times last year. Ange beat Amorim twice, and he's also beaten Ten Hag twice. I think.
Spurs have Manchester's number.
Yeah, they've got a number as of.
They beat you 1-0 twice. They beat you
Yeah.
4-3. They beat you 3-0 at your own ground.
And that game should have been about. That game should have been about.
You have
6.
not beaten Spurs since 2022 October.
Bro,
Yeah, I know.
do you know what I mean?
And you could-
2022. 3 years.
But you can also.
It's been 3 years.
You can also say that with Tottenham as well. Their home record as of lately hasn't been the greatest either. You know, losing to
It's not
Chelsea.
good.
Yeah.
Bro, the
It's
last
not
2 times you went to their home ground, they beat you 4-3 and 1-0.
Hey, listen, my point is like
Slapping.
we can beat United, but I didn't think we could beat Chelsea, and Chelsea slapped us up. So this is hopefully the other way around.
Wait, you
United-
thought you beat Chelsea? Why?
Pardon?
You thought you beat Chelsea? Why?
I think we'll beat Chelsea every year. I don't think.
Okay, delusion. Yeah, I hear it.
Well, I mean, I don't think you guys are that good. You're obviously a good side, so I think you play to your
You
strengths.
think the approach was wrong?
Chelsea don't have to be that good to beat Spurs.
Was
That's
the
fair.
approach wrong versus?
You
That's
man just
how-
have an inferiority complex on Chelsea.
I'll be real, yeah. When it comes to Tottenham's attack here, the only guy that I'm really scared of is Kudos. Xavi Simons is garbage. Teller's garbage. That Odiabot guy is not good enough.
I really feel like we need to broaden your vocabulary. There's more words between amazing and garbage. There's a whole.
But that's just the truth. Isn't it? That's just how I speak.
There's a whole spectrum of words that you can use.
dead food.
I've heard you call a lot of players that I think are actually quite good or very promising.
Okay, I'll expand my vocabulary. Xavi Simons has been absolutely.
Better.
Alright, guys.
Has been is different to whether or not you think he's a good player.
I don't think he's all that.
Okay,
to be
Jay.
fair.
I won't correct
Jay,
you on has
Jay,
been.
he has a point
Toilet
though.
water.
He has a
No, but
point.
who's in their attack? I'm not.
This is your attack, bro.
Bro, come on now. Their attack. It's only Kudos. Kudos I rate highly. Kulusevski is injured, who I rate, and Madison is someone who I rate. Solanke's been.
Moani's a good
Yeah, but
striker.
Moani does he even play for you?
He started the last 2 games. He'll start at the weekend.
That's not the hill to die on. That is not the hill to die on, Jay.
You're an honest person. Be honest.
Yeah.
Is this convincing to you? You got
What do you
Dan
mean?
Scarlett.
Define convincing. Define
Okay.
convincing.
Where do you think this attack ranks amongst the rest of the
Our
top
attack
six?
is way better than this.
I mean, like, we've got some good players, and you know, I think the players are capable of scoring goals. I mean, it's.
Listen,
You want to know how bad Spurs attack is? Colin Mawani made Chalobah look like a competent centre back.
Well, I mean, like, the thing is like Chelsea played well in that game. I'm not, you know,
but you
I'm
know what's mad?
No, they
Even though
didn't.
their attack is not good yet, even though that their
you were
attack.
just ass.
Nah, but listen, even
Yeah,
if their
we
attack
know.
is not good, right? Even though their attack isn't good,
Jay, would Mbeumo and Cunha be one of your best attackers?
They both start for Spurs.
yeah, but Egal, the problem with Man United isn't like who we've got on paper. What's going to hold us back potentially against them is Mr. It's difficult Amarim. He's the one that's going to be. Do you get me? That's who's going to be holding us back, bro. I am.
What?
You know, it's something, bro.
What accent was that?
I don't know what the accent that was in it. It was the Portuguese accent. They all sound the same. But
Oh, by the way, did you hear the lot and your boy Amran
it's
are
related.
Yeah,
They're related. Then obrigado. They're related, bro.
I thought that was fake news. Is that true?
But I'll be honest. I don't know. Maybe it's true. It wouldn't surprise me. But nonetheless, yeah. When it comes to our attack, you obviously got Diallo, Cunha, and Mbeumo. You've got some good players in there. You've got Casemiro, who's been performing. You've got some good players in this team, right? But the problem is that Tottenham, for as much as I say that their home record's not really been that great, they've got a better manager. They've got a better manager in it. So, and it's also at their ground. I know I said their home record's not great, and our away record is a bit better. But bro, like as a footballing team, we played against Forest. They were the better side, but we got a draw at the end. We almost won it.
Spurs' home record has been poor
but Man United are in a great. You guys are in a great run of form right now.
Great is a bit exaggerated. I would say
it's not exaggerated. For Amarim, it's great.
Yeah, but bro, I'm not trying to measure my standard.
You're
on
undefeated
Amarim.
in 4 games.
I know, but like I'm just trying to show like that's why I have you guys beating Spurs 3-0.
It'll probably be a draw, isn't it? It'll probably be a draw.
3-0.
The Spurs team is not good. It's really not good. It's
I
really
mean,
not good.
I think that's. I think
You don't have
3-0
a
is
good squad.
But yeah, but you
don't
got
have
to
a good
understand.
squad.
I think.
Were they
the thing
good
is-
last year, Prime?
Well,
Were what good last year?
Were Spurs good last year? They
They
seem
had
to
the
get
same-
results
they had-
versus United,
They had the same squad more or less.
and they haven't lost to United since what?
Yeah, but
2022?
Man United are in good run of form now.
yeah,
They're
but
scoring goals now.
the Spurs' biggest issue is how we attack to a large extent, yeah, and we're missing some big attackers, right, from the team. So
The only
we're
attacker you're missing is Kulu.
We're missing Kulusevski, Madison, Solanke.
Madison's not good. Solanke.
Wow.
Madison is a good player.
That's what do you mean? When you say Madison's not good, you can be like, okay,
bro, the shit that people give Bruno, Madison should get that too.
Hold on, but I rate Bruno highly. Everyone here knows I'm Bruno defense league. Everyone here knows I'm a big Bruno fan. So I rate Bruno. I rate Madison. I think Bruno is better than Madison. Like I have no issue saying that loudly. I think Bruno's one of the best number 10s in the world. That's what I think of Bruno. So you want to judge number 10s in a vacuum and then say the guy's not good. Cool. If you want to judge him against all number 10, if he played in Germany, they'd probably
he's got a stinker against you,
that's your James Madison right now. You see what I mean? Like you see what number 10s like Wirtz and Simmons look like first impression coming to this league, and then you see what players like Madison play like.
Wirtz will be fine in this league. Simmons is just
okay. That's fine. But the performances these players are putting in right now, you're flipping it off to. They'll be fine. But you'll call Madison. Hold on. You'll call Madison. You'll call Madison bad. No, performances are 10 times better than their performances.
I don't.
Hold on, but he's putting in performances that are 10 times better than these players that you're saying, oh, he'll be fine. So what? So why do they get a pass?
Okay. Why does who get a pass?
Why do players like Wirtz get a pass with the?
Wirtz doesn't get a pass because he's getting criticism.
He just gave him a pass. You didn't.
No, I
critique his
did.
performance.
I didn't give him a pass. I said.
No, you seem to
I
be
said he
confident
will-
that he's going to be good.
I said he will be fine. I know he will be fine. However,
Exactly.
right
So
now,
why didn't you use? Why didn't you focus on the real present?
Wait, yeah, but
Prime, what about Madison's game? What about Madison's game do you not rate? Because
talk about without really listening. First, the criticism he's getting is deserved. However, he will come good eventually. He will.
No,
be fine.
you're expanding
He will
your
be fine.
point now, which you didn't do initially because
you
initially
interrupted me.
No, I didn't. You said he'll be fine, and you
me.
didn't critique his
Yes,
performance.
Don't interrupt me.
Sure, absolutely.
As a player, I don't rate. He gets goals, but as a player, I just don't rate him.
Also,
Alright.
you see, my thing is you're already using softer language, so you might as well just use the softer language.
No, wait, hold on. He doesn't rate
having
Madison
this
because of goals.
conversation.
Is that
I'm
why?
only pulling you up because you're saying egregious
Yo,
stuff.
can I point out the elephant in the room for Spurs?
Egregious.
Jay, the elephant in the room for Spurs is you have 4 big games coming up. You got Manchester United, then Arsenal, then Fulham, then Newcastle. You got a tough schedule off the back of just losing to Chelsea. This could get ugly quick.
We'll see how it goes. Like, I mean, we'll see how it goes, man.
now, bro. Oh
It's
man,
tough-
back a
it's tough
team.
run. It's a tough run, man. It's a tough run. We'll see what the team's made of. We'll see what the
Could
man
you
is.
see could you see a 2 or 3 defeats out of those 4 leading to more of your fans being completely out on the manager? Because I do think they're teetering. I think a Man United and Arsenal defeat back to back could have a large majority of your fan base out on this manager.
I think everyone's entitled to their opinion. Like, first of all, so if you want to critique the manager based on, like, when we got Thomas Frank, the risk is how does his game scale when he has to be the dominant front foot manager? That's always the risk when you bring the manager in, yeah? So if you automatically think that's going to be seamless and it's going to be great and it's going to work fine, and you're not happy with what you're seeing, it's a fair criticism. He's going nowhere for the season. Like, I think that's, to me, it's pretty clear. Like, they've invested a lot of time, money, effort in bringing him and his staff over. We're going to give him time. Fans are entitled to be annoyed because we were terrible at home last season.
Big up hopes.
And we've been terrible this season. So fans will be upset. So some of it is based purely on the team. Some of it's based on legacy, based on the fact over the last year we've been bad. So, the fans just need to kind of, I don't know, like, what's it? When you have to eat shit, it's best not to nibble. You got to swallow it down.
What's your score prediction for the game to wrap it up?
I think we win. Like, I think we need a win. We need a win in this game. Like, we really need a performance and a win, especially after Chelsea. So I'm gonna go with 2-1. Yes.
2-1. Ahmed, score prediction?
2-2. Excuse me, I'm saying 2-2.
What's everyone else saying? Just fire away. I'm personally gonna go with, since it's a 12:30 kickoff, Tottenham's at home. They've been having a tough. I could just see this end up being like one of those tight 2-1s for Spurs.
Yeah, I see a 2-1 Spurs game as well.
Anyone else gonna say anything? No.
I already given my prediction.
I think Spurs. The fact that United have their number, I saw them against Nottingham Forest. They weren't particularly amazing. It wasn't like a couple performances beforehand. I think Tottenham will have to bounce back from this game, and because there's no pressure on them, I think they'll get the win.
Fairs. Let's go to the big one: Manchester City versus Liverpool, the game of the week. As no disrespect to Tottenham and United, but we all know the implications of this game is much larger than just this game. It could mean a lot more. I'm personally going to be keeping an eye on it. I couldn't care who wins or loses. I'd prefer a draw, but that's not. I don't dictate who wins or loses.
I just said, that's a damn lie.
I would prefer a draw. I think both you guys dropping points would be better off than either one
honest.
winning.
Yeah, that's not a lie.
Right. As for City, Liverpool, City are starting to catch form. Liverpool are winning back-to-back games. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to throw it over to you, the home team. Vader, what are you saying?
Etihad hospitality time. Listen,
The best
This is-
hospitality in the country.
say again.
You have one of the best like hospitality setups in the country.
Yeah. We've we know how to treat people well. You know, when you got to take those things in consideration.
Let's get to the game, please.
See, classic young man, no patience. You know what I mean? Listen, when I look at this game, I'm sure every single one of us looked at the calendar and looked, when is City playing Liverpool? When is Liverpool playing City? And I know Ram did it. I know he did his signings in the summer. Despite doing all that signings, despite all the big talk about my genius manager, who he was actually slotted out a couple days ago.
Don't.
I'm not.
Lie.
Hey, we don't need to discuss it. But
Don't lie. There's a difference between giving him a judgment and telling him that you want him out.
Okay. He had 2 games to not have him say slot out. He gave him 2 games. To me, that sounds like you're already slot out, but you're just waiting for more evidence. Okay, we'll talk about that another time. This game, huge implications, right? Because if we're looking at game week 11 and we're gonna project on what it means for the title race, you're gonna look at these 2 teams and being like, okay, I got questions. This game will give me answers on where I maybe want to place my bets, right? Place my hunches, put my probability on who's going to do what. City right now, I did a show today. I don't think City are a team to be concerned about as of today, Thursday. What we see on Sunday may change that completely. Again, you got Arsenal, best squad in the world, right? We're all told this. They got the best squad in the world, not just England, in the world. So you have them, all the missing pieces. Arteta went and got them. They're off to a flying start. They've only surrendered 3 goals, right? Everyone's telling us that they're going to break Chelsea's record. Prime, you hear that? They're going to break your record. But they haven't been tested yet. They haven't been challenged, right? They haven't been challenged in a sense where,
Wait,
let's see.
What? Rewind. What?
Oh, rewind? Yeah, no problem. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, rewind what?
What record?
They're gonna break your only conceded 15 goals in a season. They're gonna break that.
Yeah.
What are they on now? 3.
3 after 10 games. They've told us they're gonna break it. All right, they're gonna break it. All right.
I hear it.
This is the big.
They've got all these center backs. They better break the record.
Listen, they got the center backs. They got their wingers playing wing back, defending. They've got a very risk-averse type style of play. Credit. You do what you're good at. So I'm not knocking it. They're going to be defensively resolute. It's going to be difficult for teams to break down. But we're talking about City and Liverpool. We can't just throw City into title challengers, right? It wasn't my conversation. It wasn't a conversation for Vader being. It was always going to be Liverpool with how they strengthened for them to retain the title. They've never been able to retain a Prem. As great as Liverpool are, right? The institution that they are, they've never retained a Prem. So you saw how they invested this year, and they were obviously touted to be one of the best, if not the best, in the Prem. Then you got Arsenal, and Arsenal are off to a flying start. I wasn't really in this convo, and I said, as of now, I really shouldn't be. No, I'm not playing underdog. I'm just saying, as of now, I really shouldn't be. I've been inconsistent. I suffered a terrible loss versus Spurs. I've suffered a loss just recently versus Aston Villa. I'm very inconsistent. You got the questions? Absolutely. Yes.
You just said Liverpool have never retained a title, and then everyone always has criticisms about Arteta's Arsenal not getting over the line. Why wouldn't you be in contention for the title against a Liverpool team that's not retained before? And Arsenal,
no, they've never retained before. No, it's a terrible question. They've never retained before. No, it's a horrible question. They've never retained before, but also they've never spent like this before, right? Chelsea, weren't you looking at Liverpool and it was almost like a mirror? You were like, whoa, they're spending like me.
Yes,
you looked at Liverpool and Liverpool were spending like you in a transfer window.
We also have track record in the Premier League from our big clubs who have spent big in windows and the season hasn't panned out like it was supposed to. Chelsea, Man United, we have record of it, right? So Liverpool, what they're kind of going through, if you look at the record in the past, it kind of matches up. And again, Arsenal with Arteta not crossing the line. Why wouldn't you be in contention for the title when you have the best manager you've ever seen and the best goal scorer in the Prem, arguably, you've ever seen?
Well, the mere fact that you said arguably leaves some doubt, right? So
No, I'm saying
yes,
arguably.
I do.
Some people may disagree. It depends who you talk to. That's what I'm saying. Arguably.
Okay, all right. Well, should we really entertain the people that don't think he's the best striker?
Okay,
But I hear what you're saying. I do have the best
manager
manager in the world, and I do have the best striker in the world. Yes,
Yes,
but
yes.
it's not just about scoring goals because we know people can low block. We've seen how
That's true.
put all men inside the 18-yard inside the 18-yard box, and it's
true.
difficult to
It's
break
not
it down.
just about-
And again,
it's not just about
the reason
scoring.
why, Prime,
one-on-one
I
match.
love that. I love this is so interactive. I love that we're having this convo.
I like
But the
streaming
reason
with
why,
you, Vader. You're a good man. I like streaming with you. Yeah.
hey, bless. The reason why this has been I can't quite put City in the mix is because there's so many questions that are involved with regards to City because of the doubt. Because
it's scared.
he gotta be the first to remind you, I'm Holland FC. You shut down Holland. What is City really gonna do?
I don't
right?
agree with the Holland FC because just like people say Arsenal are set piece FC, I don't agree with that either. You guys play to your strengths and it works.
We play to our strengths,
Other
but
players at City will start scoring goals, just like Arsenal's attack will also start scoring goals, and that will balance itself out. So
Prime, perfect. Prime, I love this conversation. This is perfect. Until we see it, I understand the doubt. Right, Prime? This is all that it is. Until we see it, we can understand the doubt. So right now, the doubt has City third.
No, mate, I don't care what people say. I'm sick of this. I don't care what people say about your team. I want to know what you think.
You're ruining it.
I want to know what you think. I
You're
don't care
ruining
about
it,
what
bro.
I don't care about what Tom, Dick, or Harry thinks about Manchester City. I want to know what Beta thinks about Manchester City. I'm
care
done
what
with
Tom
this.
thinks. I care
I've
what
heard this
Tom
for the last 2 weeks. Just tell me what you think. What you think about your team.
Okay. What I think.
Vader, I'm sorry.
You know what Vader does? He dances.
I'm sorry for round out first. I'm sorry for
Vic, you're gonna take that. You can't have it from.
La cucaracha. No.
Oh, yeah, Vader.
But the thing is, yeah, when people say Haaland is Haaland FC, bro, does he pick the ball up from the halfway line and just score goals? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
No, but Haaland does score.
in order for him
majority of
to
their
get the goals, in order for him to get the goals, you have to have creative.
Literally, if Haaland doesn't score, they don't win.
Bro,
and that's why I got his third favorites. That's why we're third
Hold on,
favorites.
I've seen Man City last season, right? When they didn't have Haaland, they had Marmoush. They went on 4 or 5 games in a row and scored bare goals. So it's not. I've seen them bare goals. So we're living in a narrative where people open up SofaScore, don't watch Man City, see ping, Haaland scored.
Let's unsubscribe. Thank you so much. I went from 86 to 87. Thank you.
When people say they don't watch the game. When people say Arsenal is at PFC, that's not true because last season there was a point in the season where people found out your set pieces and you guys still scored goals. You guys can score from open play, and City can score without.
But we gotta wait until we see it, Prime. That's all we're saying. We gotta wait until we see it.
I swear it's been quite a while since you beat Liverpool. Since 2023, no? 2 years ago.
It's been a minute exactly. It's been a minute since we have. And
it was 4-1 the last game you beat them at your ground. 4-1 was it?
That might have been 3-1, I think.
3-1 or 4-1, yeah.
But all I'm saying, we're going into this game and to answer, there's going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm saying right now, as it stands, the questions answered on Sunday will say whether City are the club that I believe they happen to be, but why I understand why rivals don't have us there yet. Of course I'm going to be hyped up about my team. Of course I'm going to say we're going to win it. Of course I'm going to say we're the best. But there is evidence. There are signs on why we could be weak when we look at 38 weeks. I got my manager playing with Mateus Nunes, who I told was a panic buy. He's a midfielder, playing my right back. Is that sustainable, guys? That's the word of the season, right? Sustainable. Is my right back sustainable? Is my left back an academy player, right? And he was an attacking mid playing left back. Is that sustainable, guys? I don't know. The prime word of today is sustainable. I don't know if that's sustainable. Can I be Holland FC? Is that sustainable? Right?
Football fans overdo that word.
They do.
Peter has his opinions on City, but he can't change rivals' opinions. He wants City to prove it to rivals, basically, right?
Listen, that's all we can do. That's all we can do. That's football.
You know what? That's fine. You're the opposite of the guy.
No, but everyone on this panel, when someone says to me, who would you want, Man City or Liverpool?
No, because the guy wants people to believe Arsenal.
No, but the thing is, Man City, I can't. No, but you know what it is? I can't stand Man City and I can't stand Liverpool. So it's like, it's like getting kicked in the left ball or in the right ball, isn't it? Like, bro, it's going to be painful at the end. So personally speaking, yeah, bro, I'd rather just
Pick the pain, right?
pick the pain, bro. Like, I wouldn't mind the draw, but seeing Liverpool tears, bro, I see Ram stressed out on the top right. Listen, bro, it's going to be all right.
All right, you know what?
You know what? Yeah.
Since
I
I'm
listened to flipping 10, 15 minutes of Vader just talking about what
One
everyone
second,
else
since
thinks.
I'm
It wasn't just me. I was having a
One second,
conversation
guys.
with Prime.
One
Stop
second,
being impatient, Ram.
You don't believe what you said.
One second,
You're
one
just
second. Let me
using what
just point
everyone
out
else says
something.
as your opinion.
Young
Let me
man
just
energy.
point out
Stop
something.
being impatient.
You don't believe it.
Too much
One
TikTok
second,
and
let me just
IG.
point-
Relax.
let me just point out
TikTok.
something.
You don't believe
Manchester
it. I know
City-
you too well.
Manchester City are now what 3 wins in a row, 10 goals in all competitions since
No, 2
losing
games in a
to
row. 2 games in a row.
Since losing to Aston Villa, right?
We've only played 2 games since Aston Villa.
Yeah, the Swansea and
all
Bournemouth.
competitions.
Yeah, all comps. He said excluding the Aston Villa result.
Oh, excluding Aston Villa. Okay, all right. That's weird, but sure.
No, I said since you lost to Aston Villa, how many games have you played?
Yeah, but
Played
I
3
I
games.
played Swansea before I played Aston Villa.
Yeah.
No, it was
2.
after Aston.
No,
No.
Are you sure?
Swansea was after Villa.
no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it was. I think it might be. I think it might have been.
Yeah, and then it was Bournemouth and then Dortmund.
Yeah.
It
Swansea
was
was.
after.
It was.
Swansea
You don't
was
even
after-
know your own
damn.
games. You don't even know your own
Bro,
games.
Vader. Vader, since you played Aston Villa, you won 3 games, you've scored 10 goals, you've conceded 3 goals. In those same games, Liverpool lost 3-0 to Palace, beat Villa
Good
2-0,
club.
and beat Real Madrid. So
Oof,
if I'm
Real
looking
Madrid.
at recent form, obviously you're in better form. One
What?
loss out of your last 5.
Mm-hmm.
One loss out of your last 5, where Liverpool
last
have
5.
3 losses out of their last 6 and 3
They
wins.
just beat
Wait.
up.
Wait,
They just beat up the club in Real Madrid.
Wait,
Yeah,
I'll be real with you,
so
Vita. I
in the
watched
last
Madrid,
6
yeah.
games, in the last 6 games, City have 1 defeat, 5 wins. Liverpool have 3 wins, 3 defeats. Obviously, Liverpool is coming off a little bit of a shaky form off the back of what happened in that period
Yeah,
where
Villa,
they
they
lost.
practically gave them that
6
double
out of 7
Martinez
games.
had a bozo.
They just beat Real Madrid, guys.
Clean sheets.
Guys, I'm trying to be so fair here, but Jay,
Nah,
guys
but
are
it's like I think City
you're
is
not being
slight.
fair.
I think City is slight favourites, but it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're at home. We're at home.
Yeah, it's,
City are at home, they're slight favorites. But the great equalizer is if Liverpool's attack can show up. Can Liverpool's attack show up? Can Liverpool do something at the Etihad, which they did last year? Could they go and
Yeah.
get a win? Could they go and get a performance that where they go and face a team that is just as good as them?
See, I'm not concerned about my attack.
Is this game more suited to them than the Palace games? Will City play in their hands and not be direct, not play long to Haaland?
Are you wanting us to debate these points, or are you just saying them for like headline effect? Like
No, because I want to know what you guys think. I feel like we've done a lot of run around. Hey, I'm not sure if we're gonna win. I'm not sure if we're gonna win.
No. No.
I want to say one thing first about Soboslai. Like I was thinking this before, yeah. There's been a better midfielder in the league this season than Soboslai.
Yes, Jay. I do. I like you, bro.
You think there would be when you have a record signing in a midfielder, but
You would think that, but I was thinking about this. I honestly think
He was our most
probably
expensive
been the
midfielder
best
before
midfielder
Vietz.
this season. I
Well,
genuinely
there's a
think-
guy named Declan Rice.
Fun fact, he was our most expensive midfielder before Vietz. Just letting you know.
No, but are you talking about number 10s or are you talking about midfielders in
I'm
general?
talking- in terms of his,
Overall.
like, I feel like he's been 8 out of 10 every week. Every time I watch him, he's 8 out of 10.
no. Now you're doing
There's a
too
guy
much.
named
Now you're
Declan
doing too
Rice.
much.
Beta.
8 out of he's been playing right back. Was he 8 out of 10 playing at right back?
Yes.
He was playing.
Yeah, he was.
Ask a gal.
He
Ask a
played against
gal.
Arsenal. He was
Wait,
solid.
That's okay versus Arsenal. All right.
Listen, anyway, like Liverpool are coming. Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
Verts
not-
against Chelsea, or not Verts.
I'm just thinking Donnarumma's getting worked.
Nah,
a
he
little
actually
bit too
scored.
much.
He actually
my
got the
liking.
assist for your thing.
You know what I mean?
What?
You know I'm saying?
Donnarumma was shit.
No, I don't know
Was
what you're saying, Jay.
I think
No.
Donnarumma, like, yeah, I'm
And your
seeing
whole
his-
lead into the camera sideways is bothering me.
I'm
What are you
seeing
doing?
his quality a little bit too much. A little bit too much.
The
you know?
bozo.
Nah, he's not. He's not a bozo. If you wanted to shot,
Some
stop,
claim
he
it's a
shots.
bozo. Some claim it has
Ooh,
that.
Oh, I don't want to hear about some, Ram. I want to hear about you.
Guys,
Yeah, but I'll be real,
guys,
bro.
question.
I want to hear your opinion, Ram.
Yeah,
The
Ram.
question is,
I think he's a very good
who
goalkeeper.
starts for Liverpool?
What do you mean? Who starts?
And where do they start? And where do they play? Who
Does
starts and
Gakpo
where do they
start?
play?
Does Red start
Conversations,
on the
isn't
left?
We just don't know. We just don't know, Miguel. We don't know. Could
I know
Robertson play at
Isak
left
is
back
helpful.
again? 3 games in a row?
Ekitike is gonna start.
No, Ekitike will start.
Can I predict my 11? Can I predict my
Robertson's
11
gonna
for
start,
Liverpool?
obviously, over Kirkez.
Can I give you my 11?
Robertson play 3
Ram,
games in a row?
can you give your prediction for City's 11 and I'll give you mine for Liverpool?
No.
Okay, I'll do it anyways. Now, I think Liverpool are going to have Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk, and Robertson.
Let me do you one better. How about I put this on the screen and you guys tell me what you'd change?
Ooh,
Whoa! What was this? When was this?
Yeah. No, that's you're spot on. You're spot on.
That's the City lineup.
The Liverpool lineup, you're spot on.
That's
the City.
That's the predicted lineup for the 2 teams from who scored.
Nah, I think you're wrong with City. We're gonna drop Shirky.
Yeah.
Why?
And we're gonna have Reinders in that midfield.
Foden on the right, yeah.
Against Thingy.
Doku will start actually.
No, Doku will start. He's gonna have the green light versus Bradley. Let's make Salah have to drop back and help defensively with that. Let's make McAllister or Konate. Let's have them worry about the doubling up, making sure Doku doesn't cook Bradley.
Gravenberch is going to be on that side. That's
can do that.
upside down.
Whoever. Let's make sure 2 people got to account for Doku. So I want Doku's got to start.
Yeah, well, bro, Bradley is. I don't think he'll struggle against Doku.
What?
Ram,
No,
what would you change? Flipping Gravenberch and McAllister.
Everyone struggles against Doku.
Nah, I'll be real, bro.
Right.
Doku's nothing, mate. He's a
Oh,
nothing.
don't do.
He's a nothing player. Listen. I'll be real, yeah. Turkey is. Listen, Vita, you know the type of players that I rate, yeah? Listen, you know the type of players that I rate. Turkey's quality.
Turkey's the kind of player that Ahmed would pay money to watch.
100, not just money, yeah, my whole life savings, innit? Do you get me? But anyway, Phil Foden, he's quality. Listen.
Yo, bless up for the subs, guys. I see the numbers. Thank you.
Bro, I'll be real. I've seen Conor Bradley lock up Vinny. I've seen him lock up Mbappe as well on the left-hand side. And them 2 players, like, bro, what's Doku going to do?
Okay.
Come on now.
All right.
Bro.
Bradley is not locking up Doku unless he has help. If it's 1v1, it's Doku's cooking all day. Now, who's going to help him out? Is it going to be Gravenberch? Is it going to be Konate? We'll have to wait and see. But the only thing I would change with regards to the defense that Igal has up here is I do think Shirky gets dropped. I think we have
Why is
Reinders.
Turkey getting dropped? What's up with that?
Because again, Pep likes options to bring on. Oh, here's how the game's going. Let me bring on another. Let me bring on another chef that's gonna cook. So he can bring on Shirky, he can bring on Marmoush, some fresh legs, test that Liverpool defense. Oscar Bob as an option as well. But listen, and we got Savino, who Savino had a good game. Guys, I want to apologize.
So give us your score predictions, guys, so we can go on to the Arsenal section and just wrap it up.
No one cares about Arsenal.
Score prediction, Ram. What do you got?
Something important to talk about.
Important.
Yeah, something big just happened.
Right. I say 2-1. I say 2-1 City. And 2-1 City, and I'm going to be nervous like heck for the first 15 minutes.
I say Premier League Classic 3-3.
Wow.
3-3.
Couple of errors from Konate, possibly.
Listen, I'll be real, yeah. Hopefully Liverpool lose.
Erling Haaland hat-trick. Captain.
Hopefully Liverpool lose.
Free up your schedule, Ram. We got to talk before Sunday.
Both teams are not reliable defensively, I don't think. So there's going to be
both teams. What? I think I've only surrendered 7 goals. Is it?
No,
8 goals this season.
8
goals. I'm not leaking goals like that.
True.
I know it's not talked about because of what Arsenal are doing.
Since Donnarumma's come in.
No, it's more than Donnarumma. No, defensively, Pep Linders. Shout out to my man, Pep Linders. Defensively, we are doing very well.
Yeah,
we've changed.
Remember, Cal, you wanted to flex Chelsea's clean sheet record, and then you also mentioned City's clean sheet record as well. So yeah, you're right, Vader.
Yeah, it's true. Bless up. I'm gonna be off camera for a bit.
All right, guys.
Ram, why don't you care about Arsenal?
Okay,
let's talk about
Arsenal.
We hear about it every single day of the week.
Arsenal play at 5:30. Arsenal play at 5:30 on
Hello,
Saturday
Liverpool.
versus Sunderland.
Against Sunderland, bro.
It's going to be a tough game. Tough
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Sunderland's going to be a tough game. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not really interested in talking too much about the game before I get into the injury situation. It looks like Jesus is going to be coming back. We're going to have Havertz back ahead of the Tottenham game. Nani Madueke back ahead of the Tottenham game. Odegaard back ahead of the Tottenham game. Gyökeres back ahead of the Tottenham game. And Martinelli ahead of the Tottenham game back. We're going to have almost all of our attackers back ahead of that game versus Tottenham after the upcoming international break. Crazy.
Why are you talking about the Tottenham game?
Yeah.
No, because the Avengers are coming back to face Jay's team.
Man
They're
said
literally-
Avengers, bro. Oh my
Why
days.
are you talking? But like that's like in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, because I'm
Literally.
excited about all my attackers who've been injured coming back into this team because I feel like this team hasn't been good attacking wise, but majority of our quality in the attack has been injured.
I know, but you're facing Sunderland first.
Yeah.
Why are you worried about Spurs?
No, I'm not worried about Spurs. I'm just
No. I mean, in
excited-
terms
I'm
of
just
no.
excited
Why are
about
you
the
thinking
possibility
about?
of all these attackers coming
He's
back.
thinking about Spurs because he's worried about Spurs.
One
No. I mean, in
After-
terms of why are you thinking about Spurs?
No, because we play Spurs, Bayern,
Because
Chelsea.
he's worried about them. He's worried
One
about
second.
Spurs.
We play Spurs, Bayern, Chelsea after this game, and all those guys are going to potentially be back in 2 weeks'
Damn.
time. So I'm very excited about that. As for the Sunderland game, this is an opportunity for us to go. What is it? 9 points ahead, or 8 points ahead?
Hmm.
If you guys drop points,
11.
11?
Wait, Igal, if it gets to double digits, is the league done?
No, we've been double digits before. We gotta. It's got to be mathematically done.
A guy don't want to blow his load too early, mate. He doesn't want to do it too early.
Right now, if we get 3 points, it would be what? It would be a 9-point lead. Yeah, you're right.
So if it gets to double
So-
digits, the league can't be done then by then.
The league could be done like Liverpool did it
If it
by
was 16,
end of February, earliest.
if it was like 16 points ahead and December is done.
End of February, it could be potentially done. That's where Liverpool wrapped it up.
If you are 16 points of everyone and it's December 25th, it is done.
No, but guys, aren't you guys seriously? Are you guys deep in what I just
no
said?
one has
One second,
overturned a 16
one
point
second.
swing.
Are-
Sorry,
are
17
you-
point swing to win a
One
league.
second.
bro. They
Are you
haven't.
guys deep in what I said to you? Odegaard, Gyökeres, Martinelli, Jesus, Havertz, and Madueke are coming back into this team after the international break.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
you think? Don't you look at that and say to yourself, "Wow"?
So again, Igal, if it gets to double digits, is the league done? Yes or no?
Depends. If it's 11, maybe not. But if it's like, what do you call it? 15, 16, 17, probably.
What come the international break? You guys win and Liverpool City draw. What's the points total? Is that 9?
9.
Okay. And then you beat Spurs, which you should, and they drop points. That'll be 12.
That's
yeah,
too
12.
far away. Let's not get that far ahead. Right now,
But you're thinking about Spurs anyway, so
one second. You guys don't care about the fact that we could potentially have like a super team back?
But
You're
Igal,
not
that's
a
why I
stupid
just
team.
but
Oh
Igal,
my
well,
days.
okay. Igal, that's why I just said all your attackers coming back. If you guys get to double digits, is it done? And you're telling me no.
No, because we were up by
15,
13 points against City previously. And we
Okay,
dropped
but
points.
you're doing all of this now. You'll be 9 points you should be 9 points come the international break.
Personally, I think we're gonna win the league if that's what you're asking.
No,
Yeah, but you
this-
think like
no, but hold on. No, but
Prime, he's been saying that like every time.
assuming I know he has Ahmed. Assuming Liverpool and City draw, you guys should win, beat Sunderland. It'll be 9 points. After the international break, all your attackers come back, and then you guys will beat Spurs. So it should then get to double digits.
One second.
Will the
The
league
question
then,
is-
hold on, Igal. Will the league then be done? Because now your attackers will be back and you're 10 points clear. That's the
I don't
point
know
I'm
about
trying to make.
all that. What I do know is
But you said
if-
the Avengers are coming
if-
back.
if we
Facts.
if we are
Avengers.
He don't
You
trust his
li-
team.
you
He
don't
don't trust
listen
his
to
team.
what I'm
It's all
saying.
a Fugazi.
If
It's all a
I
I listened
Fugazi,
to what
mate.
you said. You
One
said the
second.
Avengers are back,
if
and you'll
we're
be 10
if
points.
we're halfway through the season and we're 15 points
God.
clear, I would think that's good enough for us to
Okay,
go on.
It's
and
all
win
a
the league.
Now,
Fugazi,
why
mate. You
why
don't
are you
believe in your
happy about
team,
your
bro.
Avengers coming back when
You
you're
don't
10
believe in
points
your
when you
team,
could be
bro.
10 points clear? Why?
No, but bro, my point is to answer your question. If we are
You don't
15
rate
points
Liverpool
clear,
squad
come
or
halfway
squad
through
as
the
well,
season,
on top
I'm
of that.
confident that's enough to see us win the league.
But it shouldn't
As-
be half. But it shouldn't be halfway. If you're 10 points and then you have your attackers back, then you should be fine. You should be because again, you trust your squad, you trust your manager. That's fine, by the way. I'm not attacking you for that.
Okay,
What I'm saying is
I'm confused.
the
though. What's the
logic-
argument?
what-
I agree.
No, what I'm saying is the logic doesn't make sense. Of your Avengers are coming back. If you end up being 9-10 points clear of Liverpool, you should be confident of the league is done. Basically, you'll end up winning it from
The
that point.
league is not done until I see Liverpool and City continue to drop points.
Okay. Now, on that note, when I tell you, because last time I was on your stream, you were having a go at me for not thinking you can cross the line with Arteta, and I'm saying he needs to show me he can do it. Why do you have a problem with me saying that? Why do you think I have an agenda against Arteta for saying that?
I don't think you have an agenda. I think you
said that last
valid.
time. You
Yeah,
literally
because-
said that last time.
I think you're valid. I think you're valid to criticize Arsenal.
That's
until
not
we get
what
over
you
the
said
line.
last time. That's not what you said last time to me. You said I have an
No,
agenda.
no, no.
against Arteta.
The reason why I feel like you said the manager's not good enough to win the league.
Yeah, he's not good enough to cross the line. No.
You could be critical about the team, but your specific
I'm not
statement
critical about
was,
your team. I rate your team.
yeah, your specific statement was about the manager not being able to win it.
Yes,
And I don't think my point
that's
was
not an
never.
agenda.
1 second. My point was simply because I felt like the squad was what was lacking previously, and now
And
we have the
I've
squad to win it.
disagreed, and I've disagreed with that. I thought your squad has been good enough to win majors the last 2 years.
Okay, I just thought City
Wait,
were.
Prime, do you think with Arsenal, yeah, that their team is good enough or their manager?
Your team is good enough to win.
Because I think it's the other way
majors,
around.
yeah.
You know,
The
I
team is
generally
good. No, the team is good enough.
I
Ahmed, I'm not saying every individual in the squad
Yeah,
I
of
rate
course.
highly. However,
Of course,
as
of
a
course.
squad, especially how football is in
squad-wise-
this day and age, especially how football is in this day and age, as a squad, it's been good enough to win majors before they added Gyökeres and Eze and Hincampe and Mosquera and all these guys.
Majors is-
before this summer. It is.
Guys,
It has been good
can I
enough.
just point
That's
this
why I look
out?
at Arteta, why you can't cross the line.
Can I just point this out? Mikel Moreno is going to be starting up top once again in this game, and
no Gyökeres, no.
no Gyökeres. He is injured. He's going to be back after the international break. So is Havertz. Jesus is training, but I don't expect him to start this game versus Sunderland. It's going to most likely be Mikel Moreno up top, Saka on the right, Trossard on the left, Eze in the middle. We know Zubimendi, Rice. The back four is going to stay the same, and Raya in goal. So my thing is, Sunderland have been so good at setting up shop, catching people on the counter. Xhaka has been outstanding. This is probably going to be one of our toughest away grounds from like the smaller teams lower down the table. We should still win, but do we concede? Because we've been so good at not conceding goals at all. Is Sunderland another clean sheet?
No, Sunderland will score. Because Sunderland will score, bro. I think this game will probably be a draw. I think it's going to be a draw.
A draw?
Yeah. I think it's going to be a draw. I don't see Arsenal winning this. It's gonna
Out
be a
of
draw.
the Stadium of Light.
Yeah.
It's at the Stadium of Light.
Yes, it's at their ground, and with Sunderland, we've obviously played them, Man United, at our ground. They're a good side, like in terms of how they play football. They create some decent chances. They might not have Arsenal's quality on paper, but bro, people saying, I know you've not conceded in a long time yet, but it's not going to continue on for the next 5
I feel
games.
like
Their captain, though, Sunderland's captain's an ex-gooner,
The
mate.
thing is, right? The thing is, as much as I kind of agree, it'll be a draw 1-1. Sunderland's strengths play into Arsenal's strengths perfectly. So it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a good game, a very good game.
No, but it's not. No, but why, I don't know why you can't say it's a mad thing when he's the one that said that it's difficult. I mean, you said it's difficult.
Oh
It's
man,
gonna
do
be
you
a-
see the contradictories Igal has?
Yeah, because when I say it's a
Legit,
draw,
man.
Bro,
but you know,
the Avengers are coming back, but I don't trust the Avengers to handle
no,
being 9 points
but
clear.
bro, but you know what it's Prime.
I never said that.
No, but egal. If you guys win 3-1 or 2-1 and you score like 2 set pieces, that's not beyond like impossible. That could very well happen, and you slap Sunderland. But what I'm trying to say, is that the run that you're on in terms of like not conceding, there's going to be a time where it's like I don't see it continuing for the next 5 to 10 games. I'm not saying you're going to drop out completely.
He's saying it's not sustainable.
Bro, forget that word, bro. I'm tired of using that word.
Defense is the last thing to say it's unsustainable.
But no. I'm not saying the defense is not sustainable, right? I'm just trying to say that
scoring set pieces is unsustainable.
Yeah, Sunderland are a decent side. They play some good football. They're probably going to concede some jammy goal, a horrible goal from Arsenal. Yeah, probably from a whipped free kick or a whipped cross. It's probably going to happen because when we played against Sunderland, there were times where we were getting in behind. Do you get it? Like on the counter attack as well. There were times that we were actually creating some chances. So if they actually tried to, the problem with Sunderland, if they do try to play football against you, then it might affect the minute, like especially when they push up their defense higher up the pitch and they've got players also that can do something on the counter attack. So yeah, it depends how.
I mean, Ahmed, I'm looking at their team, right? Sunderland's like back line that played against Everton. 2 of their 3 centre backs are fullbacks by trade, which is a bit concerning.
Are you talking about Michele and Gertrude?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the goal that we scored against Sunderland, when we beat them 2-0, once that was the game where Sesko scored, it was from a throw-in, and they poorly defended that throw. So if they're struggling with throw-ins, imagine Arsenal's constant free kicks into the box. Imagine their.
Oh, do they struggle with set pieces? Interesting.
Yeah. See, I'm being objective. Why is it Gal not?
Legit, man, this is getting ridiculous, Gal. You say all this stuff about your team, and then you just come out with some.
Yeah, but he literally said it's going to be he said, "Oh, it's going to be a difficult game,"
which is fine. Like, because it's fine.
Because bro, 1 second. My point and my logic behind why I feel like it's going to be a difficult game. When I looked at us playing Burnley, Crystal Palace, and Fulham and West Ham, we limited them so much with the amount of lack of the chances that they had that we ended up winning those games quite comfortably. The game that was difficult was actually the Palace game, which was in the Brighton game, which was in the cup. We had a couple shots. Kepa had to make a lot of saves. In the league, we haven't faced too many shots. If we go in the Sunderland game and they play well and they give us some struggle and they make us have to make some saves, that will surprise me.
Also with Sunderland,
my main thing is we haven't faced too many shots on target in the last month. We faced 1 shot on target. We've been relatively good defensively. It would be a shock to the system if Sunderland score and we have to chase the game.
Listen, I'll be real here. With Sunderland, they shouldn't approach the game this because the thing is, it could go. You know how I said like if they open up, Arsenal could also hit them on the counter, right, and do something. But
they won't.
With Arsenal. But what I'm trying to say is that you can also flip it and say that Sunderland shouldn't be parking it and defending and inviting all the chances, corner, free kicks. Eventually, they might get win. Similar to how Arsenal beat Newcastle, all right, 2-1 towards the end, right? They eventually made Pope make the mistakes, and then they got cooked towards the end. So I think Sunderland should just try and play football. Playing football, if it hurts, it hurts. But there's no point just being defensive throughout the whole 90 when you're coming across a team that's defensively already sound. At least give it a go in and try and unlock their defense.
Yeah, but if you come out and play football against
Burnley, Burnley, bro.
You won't break through and they'll nick it on the counter. Like Arsenal, like they've got.
But what player do they have that's devastating on the counter attack though? I'm just deeping it now. Who's devastated on the counter attack for Arsenal? Eze is a ball player.
Martinelli.
Yeah, but he's not.
Martinelli behind. He's quick behind.
But he's not going to be fit, most likely.
Because when I think guys on the counter,
Arsenal don't play counter attack much because.
But that's what I'm trying to say though.
Declan Rice can drive with the ball.
If you open against Arsenal, because no one's going to break them down. So if you open against Arsenal, you're inviting the counter attack.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think because if Merino's going to play, he's not going to be a guy who's going to be devastating on the counter. Saka, I mean, he's not rapid.
Merino's in the box like Poacher.
Yeah, Poacher, which is going to stem down to like you guys having more of the ball.
Okay, fine. So Arsenal will counter, win a corner, then score anyway.
Yeah.
So
or Sunderland could have a corner, and then we could hit them on the break from their corner.
I mean,
I
I
don't
think
know,
I
bro.
think no,
We
but
scored our last goal. In our last game, we scored both our goals from corners. It was our corner and then the break from Burnley's corner. We went on a fast break from Burnley's corner.
I mean, I'm looking at Sunderland's team. They have got some relatively quick players as well. I mean, they got a Dingra.
Defensively, we're solid when it comes to pace.
Bertrand
Sunderland are a
Traore.
good side. That's why I think it'll be. I have it being like a 1-1 draw because I think Sunderland will like.
I think you guys
are
are
a very good side in the Prem.
All right,
They're a
let's
very,
see.
very good side.
We'll be back. We'll be back Sunday after.
I mean, if Arsenal
win,
win, obviously it won't surprise me, but I'm still going draw.
Yeah.
we'll be back Sunday after an Arsenal win, and you guys won't be saying it wasn't a
Why
surprise.
is he defensive?
Why are you getting so annoyed, bro? Like,
No,
legit,
I'm
we're
not.
just giving our
I just
opinions.
don't think Arsenal. I don't think there's any logic to say Arsenal are going to drop points in this game.
What do you mean?
No, there is logic. There is logic saying a draw against a very good Sunderland side.
Bro, Sunderland are fourth in the league right now.
It's not like
Am I
anyone.
bugging?
We're not saying they're getting battered or anything. They're not going to outplay you.
Literally.
I think Arsenal's going to win. It's going to be like a 2-0 Arsenal.
They've got the
And then-
second
And then
least
Arsenal will
amount of
win.
goals conceded.
Liverpool City will draw. It'll get down to 9 points. You get your Avengers back, but you don't trust them to cling on for the league.
Exactly. Bro,
One second, bro. 1 second. There's two different things. I see what you're trying to do.
no, you know.
I'm just trying to
the
look at
team-
your logic. I don't
One
get your
second.
logic.
I believe the team's going to win the league right now.
Yes.
Forget
Thank you.
about anything else.
Thank you.
Okay.
So if it gets
But-
down to
but-
double digits, it's
But
done.
when you ask me, is the league done? You know the league's not done.
No. But I'm saying if it gets down to double digits, it should be done. No one should catch you from that point.
Bro, until City and Liverpool start winning 10 games in a consecutive games in a row on a regular basis,
But
it's not.
you
It's
can
not.
win.
It's not.
Well,
Done.
you guys can win 10 games in a row.
Yeah, I know.
Stop talking about us and talk about your team.
1 second.
I
The main
don't
reason.
get, bro. If
1
Chelsea,
second.
if Chelsea
talking
get
about the
double,
Premier
if
League
Chelsea
title
are
being
top of
done.
the league, if
1
Chelsea
second.
get top
In
and we're
order for
double
the Premier
digits,
League title to be done, the two teams that are below me have to start to fall off.
okay, Ram. When when I say done, I mean in terms of obviously not mathematically. I'm not dumb because it's November. But when I
That's
say
what I'm
done, I
talking
mean
about.
in terms of when I say done, I mean in terms of they won't be able
No
to
one's
catch
gonna
you.
catch us.
Bro, nothing's
It's
gonna be
double
done
digits, they shouldn't catch
10 games into the
See,
season.
Prime, this
bro.
is why I prefer
But-
Anton.
but, no,
Anton
Igal,
actually backs his team.
You're acting as if I don't
Nothing's
listen
gonna
to
be
shows
done
you
10
do.
games into the
Igal,
season.
I listen to shows that you go on.
I
You've
believe we're gonna
spoken
win the
about this
league, but I'm
before.
not saying it's done. Like, what are
No,
we doing?
But
don't
Igal, you
have the
spoke on this on
balls.
Dan Potter's channel that it'll be done.
Yeah, I'm saying it can be done in January, February.
See, Prime, this is why I prefer Anton. At least Anton is consistent.
But
At
this
least
makes no
Anton
sense.
actually backs the team.
This makes no
Okay,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
please.
no. Igal does back his team, but Igal's trying to like tread the line. You can't. If
Yeah.
you back your team, that's fine.
saving
I'm not saying you
face.
shouldn't. I'm not. Here's the thing, right? A lot of people will laugh at Igal for his wild takes. I don't, because I know you believe it. What you're doing right now, you're trying to do the whole I believe, but also trying to toe the line. Stop trying to do
No,
that. Be yourself.
I am answering your 1 second. There's two things you're saying. Do you believe
Exactly.
Arsenal win the league? Yes. Do you
No.
believe the league is done? No.
If it gets to double digits, you guys should win it. Yes.
You think it's done. You
Right
think
now
it's
it's right now it's 2 games.
No, I didn't say now. If it gets to double digits and then you bring back your Avengers, you said Avengers. Yes, it should be done. Yes.
I
Okay.
guarantee you
When we
say
get
it'll be
there, we
done.
can discuss that.
Oh my days.
Okay, fine. So after you guys beat Spurs and it's double digits, bring me back on. Can we have the conversation?
If it's a 12-point lead and they've dropped off, yeah,
Well,
100%.
10, no, not 12. 10, 11 is also double digits. Don't do that.
Yeah, well, we're not doing
Doesn't have to
1
be 12.
point change.
It has
Why
to
is
be
that
more
being
than what it was previously. Anyways,
Well, what was it previously?
13.
13.
Yeah.
But that
Well,
was
City
an
had
Arsenal
games in
team.
hand.
But that was an Arsenal team with no experience. You guys have more experience now. You're a better team now than you were then.
The
Your
best
manager
squad
is
in
more
Europe.
experienced now than you
You've
were
got the
then.
best
have
squad
to
in
wrap
Europe.
this up.
You've got the
You're-
best
I get where you're coming from.
Everything is the best in Europe. Everything at the club.
Hey, I get where you're coming
It's
from.
the
but
best in
I
Europe.
kinda feel like you're trying to-
Igal, you've said Arteta is top 5 and he's not 4 and 5.
Top three.
So,
Top three.
Back then,
top three.
back then he wasn't top 5. Now he is. So with all of that factors with the manager and the squad, if you guys get, I'm not trying to catch you out here. I'm just trying to. If this was Chelsea and we were double digits, I would say yes, we should win.
But
the
we're
league. We have
6
to.
points.
No,
What do you-
Let's
What-
get
what
to
is
double
the
digits,
point?
then we'll talk.
You're a game away from that. Or 2
No,
games
we're not.
away.
We're 2 games.
2 games. But you're gonna beat Spurs.
We'll
And you
see.
should
When
beat
was the
Sunderland.
last time
I
you beat
believe we
Spurs?
will. I believe we will. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. You already know what it is. I'm kind of tired. I'm gonna get to sleep. Big up everyone who's watching. Do me a favor. Check out the channel sponsor, OK Jersey. Please do check out the link in the description for that. And of course, we'll catch you in the next one. You already know what it is. The next show is most likely going to be tomorrow with Dan Potts. I'm going to be on with Dan Potts during the lunch hour. So I'll catch you guys around then. You already know what it is. Peace out, guys. Love for the love and peace.